watching and welcome to the show. My name is Ngatichilari and this is the Sentinel. The Sentinel is a show that gives insight into trending political, social and economic issues. Tonight in studio I have a Deputy CEO, Hero Radio, and before we begin tonight's conversation, let's find out who this Deputy CEO is. So I'll give her a chance to introduce herself before we delve into tonight's conversation. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe tell us your name.
My name is Kate Vobic, as you said, from Hero Radio.
Okay.
I'm a presenter by profession. I'm a journalist. I still happen to be the head of radio and the Deputy CEO Hero Radio.
Okay. Such a strange name, Kate Vobic. Almost sounds like a European name. All right. Let's learn something about Kate Vobic. Who is Kate Vobic?
Kate Vobic is a lady who is so passionate about media, and to start with, I didn't want to become a journalist at first.
What did you want to be before?
I wanted to become an air hostess, and I really wanted to become an air hostess, but there was a challenge. By then, my height and weight didn't allow me to be one. I was given an ultimatum to go down on my weight to as minimum of 62, but the more I kept going to the gym and trying, I was hitting 70. It will surprise you to know that right now I'm 50s. You know, so I gave up on that, and now I took journalism because my mom used to tell me something that I used to talk so much when I was young, and my dad used to say, "Well, you want to come a radio," you know. Yeah. So I took from that, and I became now the journalist that I wanted to become, and now I'm happy I'm one.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about your educational life.
My education background, as I said, I'm a journalist by profession, although the journey has not been that easy. Born and raised in Nakuru County, and I went through the journey of education like any other person, from primary, secondary, and then the university way. I got a challenge because we were two in the family who were supposed to go to the university at the same time, and both my parents are still around, but my mom took the challenge alone to take us to school, and that's why I always dedicate everything to her. So my sister was to go to Kampala, and I was supposed to go to Daystar University, but apparently my mom could not be able to raise the money for the two of us. So I just went to a college that I met someone that really encouraged me. I went to Smart Media Colleges, Nairobi, whereby I was trained by one of the radio gurus, Gathoni wa Mushomba, and she trained me, and I gained favor from her because I remember the first day I went to the college, I didn't have the money, and my mom got confused how I'm going to go through all the, the channel of being in class. So I used to go to school with different checks belonging to self groups, and my mom would go all extra mile. I've never gone to school with cash money. I used to go with checks that are maybe from Kenya Women, Eclof, loans.
I wanted to ask that because you mentioned that.
Yes, loans.
The only person who supported you was your mother, and she could not manage.
Yeah, she could not manage completely.
So who helped you along the way, apart from your mother?
Alone. Alone.
You've talked about the Kenya Women.
Yes. So there were groups
giving you some support.
Yes. They were not even the direct support. It was a loan that my mom had to acquire from them. So I used to go to school, and by the time I was reaching my graduation, I did not have the money complete by then. So in one or another, I was not supposed to graduate. But because of the favor that God gave me, and Gathoni wa Mushomba really supported me as a media personality, and she used to tell me that I'm the next Gathoni wa Mushomba. That's what she used to say. So she allowed me to go through school, and up to date, I pay the loans that my mom took.
So how did you get into Hero Radio?
I got to Hero Radio. A friend of mine told me about Hero. Apparently Hero started way back, but I didn't know about it. So we were supposed to go for auditions, and it will surprise you to know that we were 800 people on the auditions. 800, and after the interview we were shortlisted only 16.
And you were lucky to be
part of among the 16. And then after the 16 we were shortlisted to 8, 9 there. So that's how I got now the chance to go to Hero, and I was given a drive show in the evening. That's how.
How can you tell us your experience at Hero Radio? Has it been a positive one, or has it been full of challenges?
Not. My first producer and the first person that took me through Hero Radio was my boss. So you can imagine your boss being your producer. One, it's tension. You've never been on radio, away from attachment. So your boss, and then the challenge. I was given a gospel show. I was like, I really do want this gospel show, but it's a challenge. The second challenge, my boss is my producer. So when we go off air, he'll tell me, no, you have now to preach. I'm like, I'm not a preacher, I cannot preach. I need a normal show. So after that, I was given now the drive show, because the team saw the zeal that I had, and the then deputy CEO now said, Kate, you deserve a better show. So I was contented when I was given the drive show. And that's how my journey now started.
Okay, let's talk about Hero Radio.
Yes.
We know the name Hero subscribes to legend status.
Yes.
So why do you call the station, or why the station called Hero Radio?
Okay, maybe just to give a brief about Hero. Hero Radio is under Heroes of the Nation, whereby we have an orphanage in Nyahururu. We have a primary school and a secondary school and an orphanage. So the word hero came because these orphans that we used to see, or rather we still see them up to date, we wanted to raise them to become better people. And so everything around them was supposed to be hero and heroines, and that's how the name Hero came. And my boss keeps telling us, you guys, you cannot go beyond your league, you guys are heroes, So we use the name just to make us go miles away, that we are heroes. Everything that we do, we belong to the lead, we are heroes.
All right, you've talked about some empowerment projects, and you told me Hero Radio tries to help certain people.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about it?
Hero Radio believes in giving back to society, and that's why we have so many CSR, and all our presenters are given the liberty to come up with any. For example, personally, I have an initiative that is called Usijichanganye campaign. I speak to young people and I tell young people, if it's time to study, after going through struggles with studying, I know the worth of being educated. So I tell the young people, you're in school, study, abstinence costs nothing. So that's one of the initiatives supported by Hero Radio. We still have another one, Nakuru Stand Up, an initiative that was started with one of our producers. We go from one children's home to another, just to give them food and do a lot of things. And still we use even entertainment to bring young people together. Like the coming weekend, we have something we're calling Nakuru Fest. So we bring all the artists together and we give them now the platform to continue.
All right, these projects are so big, and I think it requires a lot of support, funding.
Yes.
So where does Hero Radio actually get this funding?
Advertisement. Advertisement. That's the only.
So it comes from Hero Radio.
Yes, it comes from
outside.
Hero Radio. No. It comes from Hero Radio. Everything that we do comes from Hero Radio.
All right.
Yes.
Give us a little brief history maybe of Hero Radio, challenges you've gone through. Now, how long have you been in the media? On air?
On air, around 5 years now. Yes.
Can you tell us something about it?
Hero Radio started with a frequency of 99.9, and if we continued with 99.9, by now we would be 10 years. But apparently in between here, our license was deemed not to be the right one, and CCK had to come and lock the station. My CEO right now, the one I deputize, and the then deputy CEO were behind bars for having a license that was not allowed. So it was behind bars. And it went silent for 1 year. Then after now the case came now and everything was okay, we were given another frequency now, 99.0, that we are running with right now. So the 99.0, we can say we are almost 5 years now.
The coverage?
Nakuru County, but we have a very big number of people who stream live, so we are still online, and we are so much into social media. We are so much into social media and online business, so we combine with the whole world.
All right. Where actually does Hero Radio? Who are the target audience for Hero Radio?
Hero Radio has been. People call it a young station, a young people station, because we target young people, but I can give a range of mostly our listeners are from 22 to 45.
So you address issues that tackle this kind of people face every day.
Yes.
All right, you're watching the Sentinel. Remember, you can like our Facebook page, the Sentinel Show /KTS, and you can leave your comment there. You've heard about Hero Radio. Maybe you want to know more about this, but you can leave your comment there. I'm still with Kate Vobic.
Yeah.
I have problem for pronouncing that name. All right. When we come back to the second part of tonight's show, we'll focus on Kate Vobic as a presenter and her life journey. So stay tuned.